What's your name, please?
Sarah. Hiler.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I want you to know that your family's here with me, okay? It's okay. I just wanted you to know that they're here and they care about you, all right? Calling case 170712FY, People of the State of Michigan versus Sarah Marie Hiler. Ms. Hiler, you've been charged by a Livingston County prosecutor with felonies. States in the complaint that on or about March 2nd, 2017, in the city of Howell, County of Livingston, count 1, false report or threat of terrorism, did threaten to commit an act of terrorism, and did communicate that threat to another person. This is a felony with a maximum penalty of 20 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections and or a $20,000 fine, and you must reimburse the government for expenses incurred in this violation. Count 2, computers using to commit a crime, maximum imprisonment of 20 years or more. Did use a computer program, computer system, or computer network to commit, attempt to commit, conspire to commit, or solicit another to commit false report or threat of terrorism. This too is a felony with a maximum penalty of 20 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections and or a $20,000 fine. Reimburse the government for expenses incurred in relation to this violation, and a consecutive sentence may be imposed for any other occurrence during this violation. Do you understand the charges and the penalty, Ms. Hiler?
Yes.
Ms. Hiler, you have a right to have a probable cause conference within 14 days of this arraignment, and you also have a right to have a preliminary exam within 7 days of that conference. A preliminary exam is a probable cause hearing where the prosecutor must show probable cause that a crime was committed in Livingston County and also show probable cause to believe you're the one that committed that crime. You understand that right, Ms. Hiler?
Yes.
Right now your probable cause conference is set for March 15th. Your preliminary exam is set for March 22nd. Ms. Hiler, you also have the right to have an attorney. You can either retain your own attorney at your expense, or I can appoint you an attorney through the court. What would you like me to do today, ma'am?
I don't know, I just give me an attorney.
Appoint you an attorney? Is that okay? Does that sound appropriate with you? Okay. Ms. Hiler, I'm going to appoint you an attorney through the court. Now that I've done that, you have a right to have that attorney present for any questioning you consent to. Ms. Hiler, are you okay? Okay. You have a right to have that attorney present for any questioning you consent to. You also have a right to have that attorney represent you at all subsequent court proceedings. You do enjoy the right to remain silent, but anything you say orally or in writing can be used against you in court. Do you understand that, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, here with me today is Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Taylor, and I'm going to allow him a moment to speak on behalf of the people. Sir, if you would.
Michael Taylor for the people of the state of Michigan. Your Honor, as to bond conditions, the Howell Police Department investigation indicates that although the threats in this case were made, none of the staff or students at the Howell School District were put in any physical danger. So we believe that in lieu of a cash bond, that bond conditions on a recognizance bond may be appropriate. I have a list of suggested bond conditions that the court will
I would love to hear your recommendations.
We're recommending that as conditions of the defendant's release from incarceration pending trial in this matter, she be ordered not to engage in any assaultive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. No possession or use of any computer or device capable of connecting to the internet. No possession of a firearm or any weapon. No possession or use of any illegal drugs or unprescribed controlled substances. Not to be on the grounds of the property of the Howell Public Schools, absent their consent. must remain in the residence unless accompanied by a parent or adult guardian, must comply with directions of her parents while in the home, and if applicable, continue and comply with any treatment recommendations of a counselor or other mental health professional. I can provide that written list to the court.
Would you please? I appreciate
May I
that.
approach?
Yes. Is it my understanding that the prosecutor would be okay with a personal recognizance bond?
That's correct.
Thank
Given those
you.
conditions.
Very good. One moment. One moment, ma'am, please.
Your Honor, obviously the concern here is protecting the community from any further threats or indications of violence. We believe that we can ensure the defendant's reappearance for further court dates and protect the community with these conditions.
Very good. I would agree. Would you mind if I ask the parents something?
No.
Is your daughter being treated at all by community mental health or any treaters like that?
She's being treated by a doctor. I'm trying to find her a counselor.
Okay. Very good. I am going to make a term of bond that she sees somebody with regard to this incident, a psychologist or somebody. Okay. Okay. So I'll say must seek counseling. Is that okay with you? Ms. Hiler, at this time I have to put some bond conditions on you, ma'am, okay? First, I'm going to order that you not consume alcohol, go into bars, or use illegal drugs. I'm also going to order that you not possess or use marijuana with or without a Michigan medical marijuana card. I will allow you to continue to take any medication you're prescribed, and I don't want you to use or possess any designer drugs like K2 Spice LOL. You will be randomly tested for drugs and alcohol. I'm also going to order that you not possess any weapons at this time. Do you own any weapons, ma'am?
No, I have a knife at home. That's about it.
What'd she say?
She has a knife at home.
If you would turn that knife into the arresting agency in this situation, Howell PD, and if you would be so kind as to do that for her, I'd be grateful. So I'll have her surrender that to the Howell Police Department. I also want no assaultive, threatening, or intimidating behavior toward anybody right now. And I'm going to order that you not enter the premises of the Howell Public Schools at this time. I'm also going to order that you not use the internet, a computer, or email. I'm also going to order that you remain in your residence unless accompanied by your parents. You must comply with any directions of your parents. And upon your release, I would encourage you to seek counseling. Do you understand those bonds conditions, ma'am?
Yes.
At this time, what I'm going to do is set a bond of $100,000 personal bond, which means I'm going to let you out of jail, ma'am, and you're going to go back home. But if you violate my bond conditions or in any way threaten anybody, you will come back to jail and you will owe us $100,000. Does that... You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right. Any other concerns for the people?
None from the people.
All right. Ms. Hiler, I'll have the bond sent over there shortly. You'll be released. I believe your parents are going to pick you up and take you home, okay?
Okay.
Please obey my bond, all right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Hiler. That concludes this arraignment.